We all have felt this strong reaction to something small. We deeply know that something is not actually a big deal, but we usually think that's a very big thing and it just triggers you so much. And sometimes it's not just how you are reacting to something, but it's just something which you have faced in your past, and your inner child is crying for safety and help. So let's talk about that inner child triggers which we face now as an adult, and how we react to all the small things now. And when someone tells you what to do, you immediately get that fumes in your heart, stomach, everywhere, because your inner child is not actually safety and it's just crying for help. So the first trigger which I'm going to start this video from is feeling controlled only. So when you get so angry when someone tells you what to do, because you grew up feeling controlled only. When you wanted guidance, everything, every instruction or every help felt like a command. So it will definitely trigger you when someone tells you what to do now as an adult. We just have to think that people are not telling you that you are not doing anything right. They're just offering help that you don't know. You can set boundaries for what you want to take from people or you don't want at all, or you don't want a help at all. You can just set boundaries. You're not the powerless child anymore. So when someone tells you what to do or offers help, please take it, because it's just the universe telling us or gives us offers help from anywhere. You don't have to do everything alone. People are there. So resources are there. So don't feel triggered. So the next inner child trigger is over responsibility. The thing is, you feel very angry or uncomfortable when someone depends on you too much, because you were you grew up in an environment where you need to fix everything. You need to be perfect every time. If something happens in an environment or in a place, you need to go and fix it. So that trigger is just so sad to hear, because when someone depends on you, it doesn't actually feel like care for you. It just feels like they are so dependent and you need to take care of them every time, like that. It just feels like you are responsible for everything. You can reframe it like, I don't have to carry everything, and saying no is your priority and your boundary. And support doesn't mean like you have to do everything, or someone who depends on you should do everything on their own. Healing actually happens when you just nurture people who depends on you, because you never got when you wanted it. So just think that they are getting something which you didn't get in your low state, and you can let others to take responsibility also, like this way. So the third trigger is uncertainty or change. So when someone changes the plan or you don't know what to do, it just makes you feel so anxious, angry, and all those low vibration emotions just comes up, because as a child you were very helpless. You didn't know what to do. So that's why you're getting this trigger. So apart from reframing this particular trigger, you can just tell that you have so many options now. You're not that helpless child anymore. You have options and you are not stuck. So you need to reframe like, change is very uncomfortable, but I am safe now. So how amazing it is, like the change is a beautiful thing where you can learn so many things from. The other, coming to the other beautiful thing, beautiful inner child triggers is like the fear of pulling away. When someone pulls away, or they are not inconsistent, or they ghost you, or they are not telling what they are feeling about, it just immediately you feel so anxious, because you were a kid who has to earn love. You have to do something to get the care and love. So this is a repeated loop which you were facing in your childhood. So it will definitely trigger you if someone pulls away. So what you need to think is, even if someone pulls away and not able to say what they're feeling at the moment, it's just their attachment style. It has nothing to do with you. It just like they don't know how to express their feelings, or how to actually process how they are feeling and just tell you. So it has nothing to do with you. So yeah, you don't have to get triggered for that. You just have to think that you have something that you can do now, which is you can think that they are not the right person for you, or if they're pulling away, it's okay, they'll come back. You can tell yourself that you are still worthy of love, and you still are. Wow. You are worthy of love. You don't need to just go behind someone else. So the other trigger is feeling excluded. I know FOMO is there within everyone, because your needs, most of them, okay? So most of their needs are not was not fulfilled as a child, or was being ignored mostly. So the thing is, when FOMO happens, when you feel like you're not invited to something, or your best friend is not calling you anymore, or you're not invited to that wedding, you're not invited to the birthday party, or anything, any occasions where people are celebrating, or anything else, you just need to think that how amazing is that you get the time for yourself. You could do so many things that can you should start a new hobby or do something else, but you have that time to do that. You don't have to feel the FOMO at all. It will just This trigger will just tell you, your inner voice will tell you that, see, you don't matter, you're invisible again. But you just need to kill that voice and put it out, where you need to think that you have so many time for yourself. Usually people don't get time for themselves nowadays, and how amazing is that when you don't get invited, you have the whole day to think about so many things. You can just create your life. You can be so delusional. You can watch your favorite movie doing nothing, and you can be productive also, but do nothing. So these triggers are something, it's not like you have flaws, it's just the messages which just tells you that your younger child have faced so much, and you need to reparent yourself now. So of course I got all the triggers, and I still get these triggers. But what I say is, I just talk to myself, I talk to my inner child that she is probably safe now, and she doesn't have to worry anymore. I give the guidance which I wanted when I was a kid. So yeah, this is how you need to talk to yourself when you get triggered about something like this. There are so many triggers, and these four triggers are something which is major and which we face every day. I feel so grateful to just think about all my inner child triggers now when I'm doing this video. Thank you so much. Bye.